This is the third in a series of videos for the History 103 course at the University of Maine. So far, we have looked at the features on Social Explorer relating to a single map, but in this video, you will see how to use Social Explorer to compare two maps at once. Now, creating a second map is very simple, and you might have already stumbled across it. I have already created a map showing the slave population in 1850 and is shown at the county level. Now I will go to the bottom of the screen where there is this circle. When you click on it, there are three options. The first is single, which is what we are currently using. Now either side by side or swipe will create a second map, but we will start with side by side. So here we have two maps showing the same information side by side. The first thing you should do before you start comparisons is to ensure that your cut points are the same using steps from the previous video. If you decide you want to edit the cut points, you can do so for both at once by selecting Apply to Both Maps after making your adjustments. With this setup, there are a couple of comparisons you can make, the first of which is between scales. On one map, I can maintain a larger view of the nation. On the other map, I can zoom into a region that piques my interest. Perhaps this region in Missouri. On this map, I can work out the distribution of the slave population on a smaller scale. I might ask what this means for the region. On the other map, I can consider how this region in Missouri fits into the broader picture of the nation. This setup is also ideal if you want to make comparisons by region. Perhaps your research includes a comparison between two different states. You are able to zoom in on one state on this map and a different state on the other. When it comes time to make comparisons across data categories, changing the data category into map mode is the same as in single map mode. I will simply go to the Change Data on one map and make my choice, which in this case will be the foreign-born population. Now that I am making comparisons across data categories, I want to be able to look at the same regions. In the center of the map, there is a chain symbol that will allow you to link the two maps together. Now when you scroll around or zoom in and out, the maps move together. The two arrows above the chain symbol allow you to switch the positions of the two maps. While comparing these two maps, I have noticed how at the nationwide level, the slave and foreign populations seem to occupy opposing parts of the nation. But I'm not happy with how the maps are being displayed. I will take this opportunity to switch to swipe by returning to the circle at the bottom of the screen. The swipe feature shows just one map with the ability to swipe between data categories. Swiping to the right reveals the data category on the left and vice versa. This is not the right feature if you want to make comparisons by scale. The two maps are locked together. Also, you can't see the same region for both data sets at the same time. Swipe does, however, allow for you to scan for differences as you move across the map. Swipe is great for making comparisons over time. I will adjust the map on the right to show the foreign-born population in 1860. Now I am looking at change over 10 years. When changes are slight, it is easier to pick up on them using the swipe feature. If we go back to side-by-side mode for a second, you will see that the maps look very similar. But when we return to swipe, you will see many small changes throughout the country. It is much easier to notice the changes in Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois as you swipe over them than it was to look at them in side-by-side mode. Of course, Swipe is still a great tool to see the big changes in the nation as well, as more data became available over the years. With these tools, you should be able to make valuable comparisons across data categories of your choice.